Figures.
Aggregate the data to get a sense of what's going on with these sharks coming off the coast of Kfi. What findings you think are going to have? Probably a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There's not going to be much there other than it's just a whole. I think I just like the name. There's nothing else. Sharks. Yeah, that just says it all. You know, let's just do it for that. All right, guys, we're done with this. Coming up, what happened last night here in the election and yesterday in San Francisco with their version of George Gascon, the DA. Oh yeah, we've got some talking to do about that. This is Kfi Am 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. It's hard to keep track of everything that's going on. Luckily, that's a little hobby of ours. KFI. And KOST HD2. Los Angeles, Orange County. Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Election results. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Governor Newsom has dominated the field in the primary election with 59% of the votes. He will face Republican challenger Brian Dahle in November. Now, in the contest to be the next mayor of LA, Rick Caruso edged out Karen Bass for first place with 42%, Bass at 37%, but neither got 50%, so they'll face off in November. LA County Sheriff Villanueva will go against former Long Beach Police Chief Robert Luna in a runoff. California may also get its first Republican to hold statewide office since 2006. Lady Chen came out ahead in the race to be controller with 36% of the vote. He'll likely run against Malia Cohen in November. News is brought to you by American Vision Windows. Marina Torres has a narrow lead in the election for LA attorney. The former federal prosecutor has close to 21% of the vote. Basil Gill, Richard Kim, and Heidi Feldstein Soto also have 19% of the vote. The two top vote getters will head to a runoff election in November. Current city attorney Mike Fewer will be termed out at the end of this year. He's had that job since 2013. Well, Newport Beach has fired up its first four-wheel drive fire engine to boldly go where fires go.
It rides really high so it can ride over brush and steep terrain.
Newport Beach Fire Chief Jeff Boyle says the city's new wildland fire engine has a shorter wheelbase for tighter turning, but also
it can pump water while it's moving, so firefighters can walk off on the side and extinguish grass and brush type of fires while they're moving.
But he says fire engines are just part of the battle.
We do our best to educate homeowners on programs such as Ready, Set, Go, and exit routes and home hardening.
The new fire engine will protect the Newport coast area and assist neighboring agencies. In Orange County, Corbin Carson, KFI News.
6 members of an inmate crew have received burn injuries following a fire training exercise north of Castaic. LA County Fire's Chad Sorbier said the fire broke out Monday morning inside the crew's fire truck. Sorbier says one of the firefighters had burns over 15% of his body. Desert Water Agency customers have been hit with water restrictions under the regulations. Sprinkler systems can only be used during the day and restaurants can only serve water on request. The board of directors approved the motion yesterday and the rules were effective immediately. The DWA followed the State Water Board's order to enact Level 2 water shortage plan. The DWA serves Cathedral City, Desert Hot Springs, and Palm Springs. A recycling plant in LA is trading gas cards for trash.
Active Recycling's Errol Siegel says the company hopes the offer will reduce illegal dumping.
Illegal trash dumping is out of control in the city and county of Los Angeles.
Siegel says the company's location in South LA of Slauson is giving people $20 gas cards. In exchange for 3,000 pounds of qualified recyclables they've turned in since March 30th. He says gas cards are also being given to people who pay to dump a certain amount of trash.
There's no clear end in sight to this offer.
No, because I don't see the price of gas coming down.
In LA, Blake Trolley, KFI News.
The Mongols Motorcycle Club wants a new trial. They say their former president was a government informant for the ATF. The club was convicted in 2018 of racketeering and conspiracy. And now the Mongols say they should have a new trial because their former president, David Centillon, was a confidant for the ATF. Is getting an Impact Award at this year's Critics' Choice Real TV Awards, like we were talking about during Handle on the News. The Critics' Choice Association says it'll honor him June 12th for his achievements in the TV industry. Saget starred on Full House and hosted America's Funniest Home Videos. His wife will accept the award on his behalf. Saget died in January. We'll get a look at the 110 in just a moment, but first it's sports with Wayne.
The Dodgers lost to the Chicago White Sox in a 4-0 shutout. If you're looking for some encouraging Dodger news, it's this from Clayton Kershaw.
I'm not a fun person on the injured list. We just asked my wife, I'll throw a couple bullpens this week and should be ready by this weekend at some point during the Giants series and just get ready to go from there.
Series against the White Sox continues today at 5:10. Tony Gonsolin will start. You can hear it live on AM 570 LA Sports. The Angels have reached an unfortunate franchise milestone, 13 losses in a row. They fell to the Boston Red Sox 6-5 a day after manager Joe Madden was fired over the team's recent poor performance. The series continues at 6:38 with Reed Detmers starting. Game 3 of the NBA Finals has the Golden State Warriors in Boston to take on the Celtics at 6. That series is tied at a game each. I'm Wayne Resnick, KFI Sports.
If you've noticed, property values have softened. So if you're looking to sell your house, maybe even inherit a home, now what do you do? Well, let me suggest directbuyers.com. Now you can list your house with an agent who pays 6%. You paint, you clean, you repair, or potential buyers walk through. Well, none of that happens with directbuyers.com. You will get a fair price for the house without any of that. And I mean get a price now. Get cash within 10 days. No commissions, no fees, no painting, none of that. That's directbuyers.com. They'll give you the honest, no obligation offer. $15,000 cash advance before closing it with your move. And they will never, ever lowball you. Janet and Matt, brother and sister who own the company, they spend hours talking about their customers, how they sell, their business. I just love
See? Well, I told you, right?
Checking your KFI financial report, the Dow is down 102.
What do you ask? Oh, crazy bastard. Right. See? I told you, right? Look at that.
In your area, you can check out our website at kfiam640.com, keyword gas. Here's the weather from KFI.
Oh, crazy bastard. See? I told you, right? Look at that.
Should make 100 by tomorrow and Friday. Take a look right now. It is 62 in Woodland Hills, 64 in Orange.
Hey, wow, what are you post? Oh, crazy bastard. What is it? See? I can tell you, right? Look at that. Mate. There's the around water. Wait for me.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is a firm that practices family law exclusively. We focus on only one area of the law to maximize our strength and effectiveness as advocates for clients that have everything on the line. Their homes, retirement, savings, and most importantly, their children. We're the partner our clients count on. If we can be of help to you, give us a call.
Oh, yeah. Let's get you this way. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the UK is being charged with 2 counts of indecent assault against women in London.
What a shocker.
You can expect a lot from the 2011 Ford F-150. The rugged and powerful 2011 Ford F-150 delivers a large payload and towing capacity that ensures the job gets done.
Each and every detail of the exterior expresses muscularity. This vehicle achieves a sporty stance when viewed from all angles.
Once inside, the attention to safety and security is obvious. Ford infused the interior with top-shelf amenities such as a rear step bumper, a front bench seat, and more. The optional rear-view camera helps you see what's behind you when reversing. The available sync technology integrates driver information, directions, and audio devices with simple voice commands. Additional available features include front fog lights, power windows, remote keyless entry, and others depending on your trim configuration.
Audio features include an AM/FM radio and 4 well-positioned speakers. Passengers are protected by various safety and security features, including head curtain airbags, ignition disabling, and 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS. The strong hydroformed frame, along with the standard safety canopy airbag system, provides a safe ride for you and your passengers.
The 2011 Ford F-150. With potent V6 power and performance equipment integrated throughout, this vehicle rocks its class with 6-cylinder efficiency and distinctive styling.
Reforming the DA's office, getting rid of cash bail, rehabilitative services, not nailing anyone up to 18, not charging them as adults, because a 17-year-old or a 17-and-a-half-year-old who wipes out an entire classroom is not considered an adult. In his view, it should not be tried as an adult, which in California means the most heinous of all criminals is charged as a juvenile, gets out at 25.
Wow, he's over this age.
So you could mow down, well, for example, if it turned out that the shooter of Wally was here in Southern California and he happened to be under 18 by a day, would be out of jail by 25, would be out of prison by age 25. That's George Gascon, and that's the philosophy of Chester Bean, and he got plus. Now he came in and was elected, came in 2019, in a win for the progressive left. Because, as he said, the tough-on-crime policies, the rhetoric of the 1990s and the early 2000s are on their way out. We're not going to have it anymore because we're too pro-police. Look at the horrors the police has happened after the George Floyd murder and, of course, the broad brush that happened across police agencies around the country. And all of a sudden, the progressive part of the Democratic Party started talking about defund the police. You know, any Democrats talking about the defund the police? You know who only mentions defund the police at all? The Republicans. And they do it as a pejorative. That's what they do. They now describe Democrats that they're opposing as the defund the police Democrats. Boy, has it swung big time. And that's because, of course, crime has exploded. And these candidates, these DAs, are outright there on the side of the defendant. And I've said this, Wayne has joined me many times, when you have a district attorney who should be on the other table in a courtroom, dealing with the court as an advocate for the defendant, you've got a big issue. And so all of a sudden, you're going to see some big-time changes. Willie Brown, if that name sounds familiar to you, Willie Brown, former mayor of San Francisco, also happened to be Speaker of the Assembly. And he was one of the 2 most powerful speakers in the history of the California Assembly. Jesse Unruh was the first one who basically invented modern-day California Really Brown controlled the assembly. This was before term limits. I mean, the guy then ran for mayor of San Francisco, and what he said, people listen to what he says. People walking the streets in many cases feel themselves in danger, and that's got to be dealt with. And he said, too many Democrats do not want to talk about what cops do for fear of crossing the party's activist class and offending AOS or AOC or whatever that woman's name is. A little derision there, don't you think? But in any case, big changes are afoot. That's the surprise, if you want to call it a surprise yesterday, is that law and order is back. I think George Gascon is on his way out. I'm certainly going to vote for the recall. There's no question about it. And so I'm not a huge fan. All right, more politics, always. But starting tomorrow, the January 6th committee kicks off with televised hearings, or sort of Watergate hearings, into the Capitol attack. I'll cover that, but first, Jennifer Jones Lee, live.
Did you know that marijuana is almost legal in Vermont? And has been for decades.
No, didn't know that.
Yeah, he has to have someone legitimately help him cross the street. And he says when he worked in the legislature, he would see people coming down the hall at him, but he couldn't tell who they were.
It didn't matter with Willie Brown. He told him what to do.
Well, yeah, and think about the speeches he made. Couldn't read notes. I mean, I think that part was
He is so wickedly smart.
oh my gosh.
I mean, and State College grad.
Yeah, and one of the swankiest dressers I have ever seen in my life.
Spent a lot of money. And
Stop the press.
drive to San Francisco in his Porsche at 120 miles an hour with the California Highway Patrol escorting him.
Good to know people. So it looks like North Korea doesn't want to talk to the Biden administration. The administration tried to contact the communist state in the past month, but hasn't gotten a response. The man who tried to assassinate former President Reagan in 1981 will perform at a sold-out concert next month. John F. Jr. will play guitar and sing for a sold-out audience in New York City. A man from India was arrested last weekend after he allegedly chopped off his wife's hand while she was sleeping. Police in West Bengal say the 26-year-old didn't want his wife to take a job at a government hospital because that might have required her to move to another city. SoCal weather from KFI looks like it's going to be a sunny, hot day ahead. Temperatures are going to be in the low 70s at the beaches to near 100 inland. This report is brought to you by the Auto Club of Southern California. Let's get a look at your drive on the 405.
Yeah.
You got you. San Fernando Valley, normal stuff, if you will, now. Hopefully you're used to this. But California clouds, sure, way up and over the hill right now. That's about it. Eastbound 101 towards the 405 is getting busier. No major problems. And finally, the West 134 now going to the 101. That's slow, coming off from Hollywood way, but after that, you'll be okay. Now, the Summit of the Americas, downtown Los Angeles, perhaps, we'll follow all the details coming up, but perhaps a better way to downtown Los Angeles from the East LA side, at least, is go up to West End and Alameda, go up to 7th or 4th, towards the 12th, maybe Philadelphia. From the other side, the Westlake side, is really problematic. More coming up. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Jeff Paul.
Did you know the Auto Club offers competitive rates on auto insurance? Go to AAA.com/insurance for a free AAA full picture quote today and find out how much you could save. Insurance through the Auto Club. Visit AAA.com/insurance today.
Is sponsored by Churches. The Smokies back in Churches. Our $6 smokehouse chicken meal is a juicy head chicken served with mashed potatoes and a honey butter biscuit. All that for just $6, but not for long. Churches, welcome to a great state flavor. Offered out at participating locations.
As parents, we've done everything possible to protect our kids from COVID-19. From using hand sanitizers to masking up. But now we have the most important tool, vaccines. They help protect our children and the entire family. And it's okay to have questions. Ask your doctor about the COVID-19 vaccine for your child. Or visit vaccinateall58.com to learn more and find a vaccine near you. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 38,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in the basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Did you know fixing outdoor leaks can save 27 to 90 gallons of water per day?
Robert
in stock, ready to deliver. To find the WDC nearest you, go to WDCappliances.com. WDCappliances.com.
In the next
That
30
is Joe.
seconds, 40 couples will be in dating mode.
Robert
They're thinking about tiny shoes, shape-shifting strollers, and where to find the best schools for their kid. They'll realize, that's not a house. And or they can skip the hassles and sell directly to Open Door and close in a matter of days. Get back to the things that matter. Tiny baby shoes. Get your competitive offer at opendoor.com/offer. Open Door is represented by Open Door Brokerage license 0276130 California and Open Door Brokerage LLC other markets.
We gave them billions of dollars for this homeless debacle. Use some of it to buy the tow trucks. They have a lot of empty lots that the city owns. Use them. Get an RV crushing machine.
I think that is balancing, right? You know, this is expensive.
Yeah, because they don't want to do it. Of course they can do it. They don't want to. It's too much work. We need to do it's important, I think,